Hello students, now come again to exercise 10.4. Question number 4 says that in figure the angle ABC is 69 degree, angle ACB is 31 degree, find angle BDC. So you can see the figure. In this figure angle ABC is given. Angle ABC means you can see this is a triangle ABC. In this triangle ABC is given and second angle is ACB, means this angle. Two angles are given in this triangle, so we will find the angle BAC by angle sum property. You can see it is given in triangle ABC. Angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to 180 degree by angle sum property. So we will add these two angles and subtract from 180. We will get the angle BAC is 80 degree. Angle BAC is 80 degree. This angle is 80 degree. Now if angle BAC is 80 degree, if this angle is 80 degree, so we can say that angle BDC is also 80 degree. How these two are equal? Angles in the same segment are equal, we know that. So we can say angle BDC is also equal to 80 degree. This is our required answer. Now come to the question number 5. In figure A, B, C, D are 4 points on the circle. So you can see these are the 4 points A, B, C, D these are on the circle. AC and BD intersect at point E. AC and BD, these are intersecting on point E. And such that angle BEC is 130 degree. This angle BEC is 130 degree and angle ECD is 20 degree. This angle ECD is 20 degree. Find angle BAC. We need to find angle BAC. BAC means this angle we need to find. Now how to find this angle? Firstly we write whatever is given in the question. It is written here like this. Then what we need to find? Angle BAC. Now see, in this triangle BEC, not triangle, we can see these two angles BEC and CED. BEC it is given and CED means this. These two are linear pair angles because their sum is 180 degree and these are on line. These are making a line, so we can say the sum of these two is 180 degree, and write reason also as it is written, linear pair angles. So we can get that angle CED is how much? It is 50 degree. 180 minus 130, so it is 50 degree. So we have got that angle CED is 50 degree. Now see, in triangle CED, now we are talking about this triangle CED. In this triangle we have got that angle CED, it is how much? 50 degree. And in this triangle by angle sum property we will add these two all these three angles, and we know that the sum will be equal to 180 degree. So angle CED already we have got it is 50, so write 50 here. ECD means this angle is given 20 degree, so write 20 degree, and CDE we are going to find, so write as it is CDE equal to 180 degree. Now add these two, it is 70 and 70 will be subtracted from 180, so we will get that angle CDE. Angle CDE means this angle is of 110 degree. It is 110 degree. So we know that BAC and CDB are equal. How? BAC means this angle and angle CDB means this one. CDB means this one are equal. How these are equal? CDE and CDB both are the same thing. CDE means this and CDB means this, the same thing, the same angle we are talking about. It is written here, or both are the same angle. Now see, So angle, we can say that angle BAC and angle CDB are equal. How these are equal? Because these are both in the same segment. Which segment? BC. This is the segment BC. So these both angles are on the same segment. This one and this one. These both are in the same segment. So we can say that these are equal. By this theorem, angles in the same segment are equal. So angle BAC is equal to 110 degree. This is our required answer. Now the next question is question number 6. ABCD is the cyclic quadrilateral whose diagonals intersect at a point E. If angle DBC is 70 degree and angle BAC is 30 degree, find BCD. So firstly we need to find BCD, and then after some more thing is given. Firstly we are finding this only. So we are writing whatever is given in the question and what we are going to find, that we have written. Now see the angle DBC. DBC means this angle, and angle DAC. These both are equal, means this angle and this angle. How these both are equal? Because these both are on the same segment. This is a segment, you can see this is circle and this is a segment. So this segment, on this segment there are two angles. So angles in the same segment are equal. This is a theorem. So these two are equal. So we have written here angle DBC is equal to DAC, and write the reason also. Angles in the same segment are equal. So angle DAC also equal to 70 degree, because DBC is given, it is 70 degree. So DAC will also equal to 70 degree. So we have got this angle DAC, it is 70 degree. Now we are going to find angle BAD. BAD means this angle. So angle BAD is equal to angle BAC, means this, plus DAC means this. The sum of these two angles will be equal to BAD. So we are writing here angle BAD is equal to angle BAC plus DAC. We are adding these two angles. So it will be equal to 30 plus 70, 100. So we have got the angle BAD is equal to 100 degree. Now see angle BAD plus BCD is equal to 180 degree. How these are equal? Because we know that the sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. We know that this is a cyclic quadrilateral, it is given in the question. So we know the sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. So the sum of these two will be 180 degree. And we already have got that angle BAD is 100 degree. So in place of BAD we are writing 100. Now by transposition we have got angle BCD is equal to 180 minus 100, means it is 80 degree. This is our answer. And further in this question one more question is asked. It is given that if AB is equal to BC, if this AB and BC are equal, so we need to find angle ECD, means this angle. ECD means this one. So in this how to find? In this triangle ABC, if AB and BC are equal, means this triangle is an isosceles triangle. And we know that in isosceles triangle base angles are also equal. Why these are equal? Because angles opposite to equal sides are equal, we know that. So this angle BAC means this angle, and angle BCA means this angle. These both are equal. So if BAC is 30, so angle BCA is also equal to 30 degree. It is written here. Now see we are going to find ECD. So angle ECD this will be equal to what? This will be equal to angle BCD, means from BCD if we subtract BCA, BCA means this angle, so we will get the angle ECD. From the angle BCD if we subtract BCA we will get this angle ECD. So same thing we are going to do here, that angle BCD minus BCA. So BCD already we have got in the beginning, it is 80 degree, and BCA just we have got, it is 30. So 80 minus 30 will get angle ECD is 50 degree. Now come to the next question. Question number 7 says that if diagonals of a cyclic quadrilateral are diameters of the circle through the vertices of the quadrilaterals, prove that it is a rectangle. It means it is given that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So you may write in the given part, this part also, okay, this ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, and the diagonals, it is written that if the diagonals of cyclic quadrilateral are diameters, so the diagonals and these are equal to the diameter, means these AC and BD, these are equal and these are equal to the diameter of this circle. Now we need to prove that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, means it is not we need to prove that ABCD is a rectangle, not cyclic. So it is given that cyclic quadrilateral, we need to prove that ABCD is a rectangle. So angle BOD, we can see this BD, we can take it as a chord of the circle. BD is also a chord of the circle. So which angle it is subtending with center? So it is already passing through the center, so this angle it is subtending from the center, and in the remaining part this is the point C, and we are joining this, and this angle it is subtending with point C. So we know that this angle BOC is twice the angle BCD by theorem number 10.8. we can say the same thing is written here, angle BOD is equal to 2 into angle BCD. Now so we know that angle BOD is how much? We can it is looking that it is 180 degree, it is a straight line, so it is 180 degree we are writing, because it is also diameter given. So 180, it is 180 is equal to 2 into angle BCD. Now divide, this 2 will come towards left hand side by transposition. So and we have got angle BCD, means this angle is equal to 90 degree. 180 divided by 2, it is 90. So this angle BCD we can also call it as angle C only. Angle C is 90 degree, we have got this angle is of 90 degree. Now it is given that it is a cyclic quadrilateral, so sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180, we know that. So angle A plus angle C, we can say that angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, and write the reason also, sum of opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. Now then in place of C we have got it is 90 degree, so in place of C we are writing 90 degree. So by transposition we will get that angle A is equal to 180 minus 90 means 90 degree. Okay, now we can now we will observe that angle A and angle C, this angle A and this angle C both are equal to each other. So when the opposite angles are equal, means that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Opposite angles are equal means we will write here, therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. Now one more thing, diagonals are equal, it is given these both are the diameter of the circle, these both diagonals, it means both are equal. So it is a parallelogram and diagonals are equal, it means ABCD is a rectangle, it is proved. If in any parallelogram if diagonals are equal, so we can say that parallelogram is a rectangle. Now come to the question number 8. if the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, prove that it is a cyclic. So it is given, it is a trapezium and non-parallel sides are equal, means AB is equal to CD. This AB is equal to CD, and we know that in a trapezium one pair of opposite sides is parallel. So ABCD is a trapezium, AB is equal to DC. It is given, this is the given part. What we need to prove? We need to prove that ABCD is a cyclic. It is a cyclic quadrilateral. So firstly we need to prove this, we need to construct. What we need to construct? We are constructing two perpendiculars, AP on side BC and DQ on side BC. Both are on side BC. Now in triangle APB, ABP means this, and which one? DCQ means this. These two triangles we are taking. We can see that AB is equal to DC. It is given already, AB equal to DC. The second thing, angle APB means this one, APB, and DQC, not DCQ, it is written by mistake, it is DQC, make it correct, DQC, it is angle DQC. So both are equal to 90 degree. How these are equal? We drawn perpendiculars, so it is, these both are of 90 degree, so these are equal. One more thing, AP is equal to DQ. How these are equal? So you will write the reason. The perpendicular distance between two parallel sides is equal. These two are parallel sides and these two are the perpendicular. So you will write the reason here, that perpendicular distance between two parallel sides is equal. So we can say that triangle ABP is congruent to triangle DCQ by RHS criteria of congruency. So now we also can say that angle ABP is equal to angle DCQ by CPCT. These both are equal. Or this angle ABP, we can also call it as angle B only, and DCQ can also be called as angle C only. So we can say angle B is equal to angle C, and this we are taking as equation number first. Now see, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. How? Because we know that these AD and BC, these two lines are parallel lines, and AB is the transversal. So sum of co-interior angles, or we also call consecutive angles, is 180 degree. We know that sum of interior angles on the both on same side of transversal is 180 degree. These angles are also called co-interior angles or consecutive angles. So sum of, so we'll write here as angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Write reason also as I have written here. Now so from equation number 1 we wrote that angle B is equal to angle C. So from there we are writing, in place of B we are writing C. In place of B we are writing C from equation number first. So angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Right here from equation number first. So sum of opposite angle means angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, means sum of opposite angles is 180 degree. It means therefore ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, hence proved.